Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play This Is the Police with me, Alfapiomega. So what a day it was yesterday. We got a serial killer on the loose. So I wonder if we're gonna find something more today. I do wonder. I also wonder what that last cinematic meant. It was kind of a nostalgic thing, but I really like this story and the way they make it unravel. So anyway, Freiburg Tribune. 21-year-old Außenbau victim of brutal murder. Oh, it's in the news already. City Hall intern found dead in apartment. And Freiburg housing construction affordable. City Hall, 3 thumbs up. Mafia, 2 thumbs up. Police station question mark. There's no such thing as a free lunch. You are true. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes. I'm too tired. Yes. I'm too tired. Yes. Okay, so 3 guys will rest. That's good. And we're gonna have the rest to ourselves. I really wonder how the dentist is going to play this with us. You know, if he's gonna leave the clues every day, or every other day, or once every week. Or if we can even catch him. I don't really know. The White Russian. Formal complaint, labor union. Please be informed that your employees have filed a formal complaint against you. We are gathering information and familiarizing ourselves with the circumstances. Raid. TV project from City Hall. Jack, we heard your employees got on camera and said all sorts of rubbish to discredit you and the Freiburg police. We had to put pressure on the TV studio to close down the show. From now on, keep your chatter with the monkeys over there in check. And as for Lazarine and Austin, I want them gone by tomorrow. Great. Change detectives. As Freiburg police failed to detect the appearance of a famous serial killer in the city, it has become clear that your detectives simply are not up to the challenge. You have 7 days to fully update your detective roster. Find some smart young faces and those other assholes working for you. Keep them as far away from the police station as possible. Okay, now I'm happy that we actually managed to get 3 thumbs up because we're gonna get 2 thumbs down from these 2. And we got 11,970 bucks from the jeweler. Let's take everything. We need the money. What can we do at the police station? Labor market. Oh, we can get an extra detective. George Mitchell, you're looking pretty good. Edward Vasilev, man. That's an interesting guy name. So nothing so far happening, no clues. Drug sales in Chinatown. An old man complained that the suspicious guy was working around his apartment building. He doesn't live here. I know the faces of all my neighbors. This guy is selling drugs. Okay, this is definitely a fake call. But just to make sure, I'm gonna send Percy, Beard, Lavash, and Klaus. Well, you know, it's kind of hard. It could be a fake call, or it could be not a fake call. So, do we have any detectives left for today? Oh yeah, we got. Possible homicide is being investigated today. Drug sales. Okay, that's gonna be investigated tomorrow. Double homicide tomorrow, and arson tomorrow. Okay, let's put these guys on this thing. I'm gonna put iron on there. And the actual hell, can't you switch it? Okay, I just want them to be, you know, ordered. So we'll see how well we're gonna do on this case. We'll keep the last detective in case something happens today. Just, you know, so that we have something as a backup. So ready or not, here we come for the fake call. Oh yeah, false alarm. The guy didn't have any drugs. He was only waiting for his girlfriend who hadn't answered his calls since they quarreled. Okay. Man, so far this has been a peaceful morning. Just one fake call. Seems pretty nice. Oh, even the lunch period is peaceful. Start of the afternoon as well. What the hell, game? This is like a... Oh, here we go. Assault with a deadly weapon. A man attacked a sales girl at the flower shop when she refused to give him a bouquet of roses on credit. Eyewitnesses report that the man struck the poor girl with a pistol and started to choke her with some packing tape. All the while he kept yelling, "I just want to be treated like a human." Okay, it's not exactly a laughing matter, so let's send our best guys on it. We don't want a dead civilian. Well, it's kind of good that we can fall back on the city hall right now. Not tomorrow, because I'm not firing those people, but yeah, we got it under control. Good. Man, it's 5 o'clock and only one case during the entire day and one fake call. Hostage situation. Oh no. An armed man wearing what looks like an explosive vest is standing next to an attraction at the ice arena, demanding that the dangerous stuff be dismantled and removed right away. Park visitors and other children are trapped on the Ferris wheel, and the offender is refusing to let them leave. Okay, well, this is not a joke. So we're gonna send the SWAT and the paddy wagon. I'm gonna send Grant, Yancey, Obi, Fall, all of the good guys, actually. All the best guys, actually. A guy with a bomb on a Ferris wheel is not something to be taken lightly. The guys are... Yeah. Oh hell, this could turn nasty. I knew that something bad would happen when the game, you know, gave me such a peaceful day. Okay, we got him. And if he blew up, I guess it, you know, our squad is pretty good, but I guess if he blew up, that would have been in the news tomorrow. Abduction in the suburbs. So come back, guys. We're gonna check this one out. Keman and homicide. Felipe Santos said that his former business partner, together with 3 armed accomplices, broke into his house and demanded money. Santos couldn't pay. He keeps all his cash in the bank, so they kidnapped the man's wife and their infant and took them to an abandoned house on the outskirts of the suburbs. They ordered him to return with the money within 3 hours. His name is Rafael Souza. We created the company 3 years ago. Business was lousy, so he blackmailed me after the first year and forced me to buy him out for a huge sum of money. Now he's found out that the business turned around and he wants even more. What's the other one? Homicide in a motel. A motel manager saw some people dragging a limp body from one of the rooms. Now they're tearing the room apart, obviously looking for something. Okay, so we're gonna send the best people here. I'm gonna send Grant. Yancey's gonna be the other case. So Grant, Foul, Yancey. No, Yancey's gonna be the other case. OB, Percy, Beard, and Lavash. And the SWAT team, of course. Well, thank God I didn't forget about that. And you guys are gonna go Yancey, Samadhi, Ozaki, because... Well, we got Taylor and Klaus as a backup, but I really would not bet on them. Okay, so it's not a terrible day. It was still a lousy day, though. No, can you say it's a lousy day when things turned out nice? Hey, we got a new frame. Okay. I can't always see this. なかった。いるのかもと。 He liked to drink and made a little noise. Mrs. Perez. Man, I really don't think this guy killed himself. So what would happen? Is he going down the stairs? Maybe he had a girlfriend, Mrs. Nakamura. Opened his apartment with the key. When I got there, I saw a big man in a hood on the stairs. Then I opened his... Okay, so like this. Oh, we really don't have much. We're missing many frames. This all looks like it would be a suicide, with this frame being obviously wrong. Yeah. Let's keep digging. What do we have on that investigation? Wow, everyone. Shit. Well, I'll just keep the case going. Abduction in suburbs. A man with a gun in his hand is smoking on the porch of the abandoned house. Shoot him. Go around the house to the back door. The music inside the house is pumping loudly. 3 armed men are sitting at a table playing cards, and in the corner there's a frightened woman with a child. Rush the men, pull the cord on the music, and order the men to give up their weapons, or rush over to help the woman and the child. I guess pull the cord? Oh god. All these 3 things seemed wrong. Homicide in a motel. 3 people... There's people shining flashlights inside the room, and the voices of the perpetrators are raised. Draw weapons and secure the room. Wait until the criminals exit on their own, or this is the police. Come out with your hands up. I guess the last case? The criminals are confused. One has a knife and the rest just have flashlights. There's a body on the floor covered in stab wounds. We have you surrounded. Drop everything and reach for the sky. Okay. Easy. So I guess nothing else is happening today? Pretty good. So let's end the day. Okay. So both Shift A and Shift B are fine. Shift B is going to cause a lot of trouble because I'm not firing Lazarine and Asana, but man. Well, we exchanged a couple of programs for $10,000. I guess that's a fair deal. So let's go on to the next day.
Boyd here, and I hope you have a hell of a good reason for calling me in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd. I'll call you back later.
No, wait. You're the girl from the prosecutor's office. Lana, right?
Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm so embarrassed, Mr. Boyd. The first thing Mrs. Broom told me about you is that you almost never sleep. I don't sleep too much either, so I thought I'd call you and apologize for last time.
But it wasn't the last time, was it?
Well, I've been going over our conversation in my mind, and I realized how stupid I sounded. You're the chief of police, and there's a strange girl calling you, saying she'll be the next city prosecutor, just to share the news, I guess. I must have sounded crazy.
Not so crazy as you imagine, Lana. When I learned I was going to be police chief, my parents were already dead, and my only friend was working 1,000 miles away from Freeburg. Wife and kids were relaxing on a distant island in the middle of the ocean. Took me 6 hours to get a hold of them. But I had to share the news with someone, or I would have gone mad. All the more because I was surrounded by 6 cops who figured they were ahead of me for the job. I figured you were feeling about the same.
It's like you're reading my mind. Now I'm like an outcast here. Most of them still think that Mrs. Broom was joking or trying to show her deputies that she's in charge of appointing her successor. But I know it's no joke.
Well, for some reason I didn't doubt it, Lana.
That's probably why I'm calling you. I know it's selfish. I'm sure your wife isn't too keen on girls calling you at night.
My wife and I, well, we're not living together. Maybe I'm the loneliest man in town, and that's why you called, to talk to someone even lonelier than you, huh? Lana?
You know, Mr. Boyd, maybe I'm an idiot, but until this moment, I didn't realize how lonely I am.
Well, you're in luck, because now you can call me anytime. But if you do, you'll have to call me Jack.
Jack? It'll take more than one phone call to get used to that.
Well, we're not in a hurry, are we?
True.
So, 23rd of September. Police station desk sergeant. The dentist spreading panic among citizens. Police overwhelmed by avalanche of false dentist leads and Freeburg residents jumping at shadows. Well, yeah. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, both Mafia and the... Oh, Samadhi didn't come to work today. Both Mafia and the City Hall approve, sort of. My neighbor died. Can I take the day? And his wife. Yes. Okay. Hey, we got a stripe! Speaking of the devil. Oh, and I know who I'm gonna give this to. I'm gonna give it to our greatest detective because he doesn't have a single strip. Back in business. That's a good title for a cassette. Gang member. Bruno Savigny turned out to be a member of a gang known as Atala Funeral Home. He could help you take them down if you make him an informant. Okay. Interrogate. Okay. Okay, so what is this? Freiburg Police Department, Bruno Savigny, male. Medical examination. Subject suffers from phonophobia. Once hospitalized for electrical burns, and since then he avoids electricity. Efforts by psychologists to help him deal with his childhood traumas have proven unsuccessful. As a child, Bruno Savigny was a competitive swimmer and placed in dozens of competitions. He gave up this sport after an unpleasant experience. After he finished swimming lessons one evening, some girls locked him inside his locker and left him alone there all night. Since then, he has repeatedly appealed to psychologists to help him with his fear of dark and closed spaces. He was also regularly exposed to violence at home. Man, what a life. After the death of his parents in an automobile accident, Bruno Savigny dedicated himself to his studies and graduated high school with honors. He received a scholarship to prestigious college, where he was counted one of the three best students. He also took several side jobs while he was in school. On one of these jobs at Atala Funeral Home, he met Dante Gambino. They have since grown close. Mr. Gambino has assisted Savigny in the past, bailing him out when Savigny got into minor jams. He's even listed as Savigny's emergency contact. Okay, so he's a college student with extreme fear of electricity. He's in contact with Mr. Gambino, and girls ridicule him. Okay, wait, can we... Oh, we can call it up anytime, good. Bruno Savigny, who do you deliver drugs for? Who do you work for? I've always wanted great hair. Do you do something special to take care of it? I guess we're gonna start heavy. Who do you deliver drugs for? I work for myself, Peg. Okay. Okay, so we already know you're in with Dante Gambino. He worked for you, or is it the other way around? Dante Gambino, Dante Gambino. How about you simplify your life and help us out a bit? Your mother isn't happy about what's going on here. She just called the police station in tears. Mother, didn't she? Wait. There was something about his parents dying. After the death of his parents, okay. So this is... we have to choose the right answers, I guess. Listen, you're young and clever. You help us and we'll help you. We'll put a good word for you. You might even get to college after all. Isn't he on college? Yeah, he was accepted to college. So, okay, so we already know you're in with Dante Gambino. That's the first time I'm hearing that name. You're lying. Dante Gambino adopted you after the death of your parents. That's not true. Dante Gambino has repeatedly bailed you out of here. Yes, that's the correct one, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's the correct one. You're lying. This envelope contains photos from the surveillance camera. And you're lying. I can prove it, but I can smell a liar from miles away. So, the bail. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what you want. Okay, I'll tell you everything. It was Dante Gambino. I got the drugs from him. I just did what he asked. Okay, so we can start investigating the next guy. Can we? Ottawa Funeral Home, theft, robbery, homicide. So do we have any free detectives? We don't. Okay, so let's not start investigating the guy yet. Request result. Okay, we can hire one more police officer. Anyone interesting? Chantal, Maximilian. Oh, it's Chantal. Okay, let's hire her for shift A. Cool. We got a raise. Now $799 per week. We can hire a new detective. There isn't anyone interesting though. And we can now upgrade our SWAT team. Awesome. It will work 4 times a day. In serial murder in a motel, 33-year-old Judith Pierce, former secretary of the mayor, was found brutally murdered in a motel room. You have to send 2 officers and a SWAT team. Okay. So let's send... Okay, you guys are all at home. These are all at home. Not good. Possible homicide. Okay, let's send Porter and Iron. We'll send them out. And the SWAT team, of course. Okay, what is this? Oh yeah, it's the labor market. You can hire 2 guys. Attempted murder. A woman claims that she was just in the park and the dentist was chasing her. I even heard the sound of the drill, and his eyes flashed with devilish fire. Oh, that's another false claim, but let's just send Grant and Ozaki to deal with that. Oh, okay, and Casa. Attempted murder, yes, a false alarm. It was a jogger. We got 3 new frames. Oh, give the frames to the feds. Oh, did we lose the case? Oh, come on. A homicide in the Buddhist temple. A sleazy-looking man burst into the temple shouting, "Come get it, you peace-loving bald bastards," and wounded 2 attendants. An eyewitness contacted the police and got out of there as fast as he could. Someone else had already begun returning fire. Okay, you guys are back, so let's send Grant, Wandal, Fowl. This looks dangerous. Ozaki and Beard. Actually, Obi and Fowl. Our best people on the job. Wife wire store. Suspicious individual. A saleswoman noticed a strange man through the window carrying a drill. Oh, come on. Homicide, Buddhist temple. In the center of the temple are 2 wounded monks, and there's a wounded old man moaning in the corner. He's dropped his gun. Near the monks, there's a trail of blood stains leading out to the left. Call for an ambulance. Inside the room is a small, scruffy-looking man muttering something about God. He's wounded, and next to him is a spent gun. Search the other rooms. Order him to move the gun to the side. Slowly step forward and move the gun away from the criminal. Order him to move the gun to the side. He was caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Awesome. Yes, a false claim again. We are being flooded by the dentist false reports. There's some rowdy drunken brats at our restaurant. Let the police come teach them some manners. Okay, let's send Maza. And we'll see how that's gonna go. Drug sales. The guard at the city dump has eyes on a meeting between 2 gangs, apparently both of them from Eastern Europe. The leader of one of the gangs is trying out a pack of white powder. The guards can't see how many people are there, but he counted 4 cars. Oh wow. Okay, so Grant, Vandal, Obi, Beard, Fal, Ozaki, Taylor, and Class and SWAT. Well, let's see how that's gonna go. A meeting between gangs. Ain't that just lovely? Let's hope it's gonna go well. Drug sales at the dump. The gangs have already started shooting at each other and haven't yet noticed the police presence. Some are behaving like madmen and firing in all directions. Get on the loudspeaker and order them to cease fire. Fire a couple of warning shots in the air or shoot the guy with the automatic who's popping off towards the police position. Let's get on the loudspeaker and order them to cease fire. A wounded bandit is running towards the police position. With one hand he's griping his wounded leg, and with the other he's holding up a gun, which he points at everyone, one by one. The guy is obviously in a panic. His pupils dilated, and he's shouting something in an incomprehensible language. Hold the man at gunpoint, shoot the man, let's taser him quickly. Okay, offenders caught, officers unharmed. Everything fine, and I realized that we have detectives here that are not assigned to a case. So let's put them there. Maza is back. That was a quick job. Robbery in a port warehouse. Formal complaint from the prosecutor's office. Okay, so port warehouse. An alarm went off in a warehouse. Let's send out... Wait, what's the other one? Receiving stolen property. Thanks to a tip from an informant, we've learned that a large shipment of imported alcohol, which was stolen yesterday from the port, is currently located at an abandoned house in the suburbs, where it's about to be split up and transferred to smaller sales points. There are at least 5 armed guards at the house. Okay, so we need 4 guys for that, and we can send 6 guys here. So I'm going to send Grant, OB, Beard, Massa and Class... No, Massa and... Theo and Massa here. I'm going to send you guys here to deal with this. You have been found guilty of a serious abuse of power. The city requires that your salary be reduced by 90%. Further, we have a reason to believe that overstaffing in the police department is contributing to the increased number of service violations, so the number of employees under your command will be cut by 50%. Are you joking? 5, 10. Wait, this is like they're firing them, or are they... What the actual fuck? Oh no, okay, so we can hire new cops and new detectives, but we've lost... Okay, Vickers is still with us, but we... Oh my god! What the actual fuck? So not only are we getting like only 30, oh not even 30, we were cut by 50% and then by 90. So we're getting about 5% of our original pay. That's like $50 per week. But they're now, no, they're firing Percy too. No. Oh my god, why are they doing this? What the hell did I do? That's so fucked up. Seriously. Okay, so tomorrow is shift what? Tomorrow is shift B. Did they... Oh, they fired even Grant. Okay, so tomorrow is shift B. So I need to hire all of you for shift B then. Because I mean, we are otherwise completely fucked. And I'll need you guys for shift B too. That is just great. That is just great, game. What the hell? Is this scripted or... Wow. Just wow. It's more serious than we thought. I can't send anyone. The place is abandoned. Okay, they made it. Okay, only beer is remaining now. And we found alcohol. Let's ask Mafia to sell it. Great, let's end the day then. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do right now. Okay, that's just awesome. So, yeah, the game has decided to throw me a curveball. So I'm interested in seeing how this is going to continue. Just great. Great, that's a real slap in the face game. That's a real slap in the face.